So the video, yeah, the video is at like almost at 1 million views right now. I don't think there's an ad here. No, it's not. Okay. Watch the Game Awards site be working now. That would be funny. It's not working now. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's check this out.
No matter how I start this, I'll most likely wish I had said or done something different, but that's okay. You can't expect everything to be perfect all the time, or really any of the time. Anyway, I put off starting this for 6 months, because I wasn't sure if I could make the commitment.
There's so many projects that I'm kind of like that for. Where it's like, I really should start this, and it's just, I don't. Is this guy Brodie? I knew you guys would say this. I fucking knew you would say this.
Well, I'm 2 months into this now, and so far so good. Guess I would rather have started earlier, but I won't dwell on it.
He fucking has my haircut now as well. I hate this. I didn't watch this far ahead. I fucking hate this. It's gonna turn into me.
Basically, if you want to start something, do it now. Unless there's some reason you really shouldn't. Maybe training for that marathon can wait until your leg stops being broken.
Probably a good plan.
So at this point, I've got 4 years and 8 months of words ahead of me. It's enough time that I could come up with something brilliant, or something mind-numbingly stupid. If the stars align, I might even pull off the double. The possibilities are endless. You know, I haven't got a clue how this is gonna turn out. The video...
So he didn't actually plan the video overall. It wasn't like, I want to do this over 5 years. It's, I'm gonna just say a word and string it together. He probably re-watches everything he said previously and just sees where he's going.
My life, this pizza...
It sounds like he's improvising.
The important things. That's the beauty of it, I suppose. The pizza had way too much onion, by the way. Well, that's one lesson learned. One of the many I'll undoubtedly be taught by the time you see this. But I have to make sure I actually learn from my mistakes. And not repeat them. Easier said than done. Of course, some habits are harder to shake or ingrain than others. And making the same mistakes over and over until some habits are harder to shake or ingrain than others.
Are those anime figures back there? Is this an anime girl back here? I think it might be. I have a feeling it might be.
And making the same mistakes over and over until you learn beats learning nothing at all. Now, you might be wondering, is this whole thing just gonna be a bunch of disjointed messages and observations?
Maybe.
Honestly, it's hard to say. Let's just go with the flow and call any sort of cohesiveness a bonus. By the way, I moved house if you haven't noticed. Which is the sort of thing I can talk about without it becoming irrelevant by the time I finish the sentence. Unlike this food I'm about to dig into. Because I actually ate it 2 weeks ago. It's strange. But not as strange as the fact that I've been filming this for over a year now. Not sure if I'll keep bringing up how long it's been.
You really will.
Is it pointlessly annoying?
Yeah.
Annoyingly pointless? Don't answer that. You'd be a few years late at least. Now, if you don't mind, I'll just beat this dead horse a little more by saying it kind of baffles me that it's already 2022.
He's just gonna keep doing that,
which I guess
isn't
for
he?
you is just a distant memory.
Yeah, and I guess... Well, this is one of those, like, I'm bored during COVID projects. He started this in 2020, right? This is peak I'm bored in COVID projects.
Maybe it's nostalgic. Maybe it's a time you'd rather forget. As for me, well, I suppose it's going alright. I landed a place to live 2 weeks before the end of my lease. So yes, I have moved again. Probably won't be the last time you'll see that. I just hope it's not every 6 months.
Yeah, I think the last time I moved was like 3 years ago. I don't like moving. If I could just live in one place for my entire life, that would be great. 100 years in the same house, that would be fantastic.
Because it's kind of a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
Not as painful as an actual neck injury.
That's...
which will probably happen to me in the next few years now that I've said it out loud. At least it'd make a funny edit. But any number of injuries or illnesses could befall me, and at a certain point it becomes not so humorous. Imagine if I... Actually, I better not jinx it.
Just dies.
I'm kind of following TV and movie logic there, but this is real life. And I know that's what someone in a piece of fictional media would say, but... honestly, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh well, full steam ahead to the next topic, which is, of course, the butterfly effect.
Ah.
No, I'm not talking about the film series, even though the first one was awesome. I'm talking about
I'm sorry,
the
there was a
concept.
series? Wait. I thought there was a series? What? How? Huh? I didn't know that. I actually was entirely unaware.
How an insignificant change can cause a ripple effect, leading to a wildly different outcome.
Cat.
I was thinking about this because I realized this whole thing could have gone any number of ways if I simply started it another day. Maybe I rewrite the beginning and go down a completely different path. Maybe I come up with alternative anecdotes because I'm in another location at a specific part of the paragraph. Or just maybe, I receive a terrible injury after deciding to film the word in a precarious spot because of the way it ties into the story. I doubt that would have happened, but you never know. It just fascinates me that one tiny harmless decision can make a life-changing difference. Like that time the guy in front of me won $50,000 on a scratch ticket I would have bought had I left the house 2 minutes earlier instead of eating an extra piece of toast. That was a long sentence. It was also an example of something I can do at any point in this video. Lie. Yep, I made that up. It's the only time though, I promise. Okay, that promise might be emptier than this bottle. But I certainly don't intend on spinning any more tales. At least not without good reason. With that in mind, why not drop a few truth bombs?
Ooh.
1. I had no idea what I was going to say here, but now I've given myself enough time to think of 2.
Ha!
I'm turning 30 next year and I'm a little scared. Not because I think 30 is old.
You are.
I just
You're
feel
old.
like I haven't done what I should have done by now. Relatable, perhaps? Oh, and 3.
Yeah, I get that. I'm 27. I still got a few years off from that point, but, you know, I can understand, you know, going through your 20s and feeling like you've not really achieved anything. I feel like a few years after 32. I don't know. Like, where I'm at right now, I feel like I'm in a good position right now. I think comparison is the thief of joy. And this is not a unique thing I'm saying here. But worrying about where other people are in life is going to make you depressed. Because you are never going to be the most successful person you know of. You might be the most successful person in your group, but there's always going to be someone more successful than you. Remember, Gabe Newell just bought a new yacht. A new $500 million yacht. And even Gabe Newell, that's a cheap yacht. A $500 million yacht, that's not an expensive yacht for yacht people. They get way more than that. Prime talking about PewDiePie? Yeah, the exact same thing. Don't worry what other people are doing. Worry about your own direction in life. Are you doing better than you were yesterday? Are you doing better than you were a week ago, a month ago, a year ago? The only person that you can reasonably compare yourself to is yourself.
This is the 3rd longest video project I'm currently working on.
3rd longest? What the fuck else do you have in store?
A few of you might remember that time I solved a 7x7 one turn per day. I'll admit right now, I'm not doing that with a bigger cube. Imagine if I was secretly solving a 9x9 for the last 4 years. But here's what it really is. I scrambled a Rubik's Cube in early 2015, memorized it, put it in a box, and will hopefully solve it blindfolded in 2025. As you may have noticed, that's in the past. So those of you who watched it can gleefully chuckle at whatever the result of that was. while I nervously anticipated for the next 16 months. On the bright side, I'm pretty sure I'll have stuff to be more nervous about before then. Hopefully nothing catastrophic, but what can you do? What can you do? In the face of catastrophe? A lot of things, I suppose. Most of them won't be productive, but I'm sure you could figure it out. I was thinking about departing some actual wisdom here, but I can't say I'm qualified.
I know that
Certainly no
feeling.
more than the average person. So what I'll do instead is pick a random topic and talk about that for however long I see fit. How about patience?
That feels like DMCA in the background. I like this. Can we move past? Can we move past the DMCA, please? Please? Just go somewhere without the DMCA. Okay, we don't hear the DMCA now. We're good. We're good. No, I'm happy to wait here. The thing is, YouTube's not happy with the DMCA stuff.
You waited patiently for me to continue. I still have almost 2 years to wait before I can release this video. Kind of an apples to oranges comparison there, but it does show that there are different kinds of patience to have. Waiting 30 seconds for a light to turn green sucks. Waiting a year for a new
I hope that he runs out of words and the sentence just ends.
movie can suck, but it's not necessarily as frustrating as the light. The long wait for a new release can also make the payoff more satisfying. Wouldn't say the same about traffic. But all of this begs the question, how patient? Wouldn't say the same about traffic.
That is a legendary Luffy. Wait, speaking of Luffy, have you guys seen the Free-Ren picture? Oh, we DC'd. Free-Ren killed us! Just for the Twitch people when they reconnect. Yes, it is the new Sasuke bad drawing, yes. I love this picture. The English VA for Free-Ren is actually using this as the profile
reason
picture.
I linked the Jigger vid was because waifu shenanigans that I thought you'd find hilarious. Posted a clip of that specific part in Reacts if you do want to laugh with that.
Okay, maybe I'll check it out.
But all of this begs the question, how patient am I? It's not the easiest thing to quantify. There's the willingness to take on projects that won't see the light of day for several years. There's also the rage that bubbles beneath the surface when something takes a while to load.
Yeah.
Or when I'm walking behind an
The Game
incredibly
Awards.
slow walker. It really just depends.
Just punch him.
On the situation, my mood, how much of a reason or reward there is. Well, you know what they say. Patience is a virtue. That's why it's admirable how politely you waited for this sentence. The fact that I did the same exact joke a minute ago and you let it slide is even better.
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago for you.
Man, all I've done this year is talk about patience. And it's already August. Well, that's not all I've done, but in the context of this video, it pretty much is. It feels fitting at least, waiting for me to stop going on about waiting. But I'm through with that. Now, let's just chill for a second and appreciate these cats.
Oh! Cats! Aww.
You may have noticed a change in my surroundings. I haven't moved and acquired 3 cats. I'm just house sitting. And now I'm back. It's no surprise that those 4 weeks flew by so quickly for you, but it felt shockingly fast for me too. I know the passage of time isn't the most fresh and juicy topic at this point. I'll just say that it concerns me sometimes. You know how it is. Feeling like things are moving too rapidly and life is passing you by. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you make the most of every day.
Well.
Although I'd find that hard to believe. Have you really spent every day of your life the best way possible?
Man, where the fuck are we going with this? Oh my god. Oh my god, we're going fucking existential with this one.
No, you haven't. Which is fine because that would be completely unreasonable. Some days are gonna be terrible and you
Oh, he
might
shaved
just
the
wanna
beard again.
sulk. But look, I've actually moved this time. There's not much to see. You can tell I moved though, right? It's my first apartment without flatmates, so it's small, but it's cool to have my own place. It came with this old-looking TV that actually has solid picture quality. Also, this clock that's only right twice a day. So the clock's not ticking. But the clock is ticking. That was awkward. But what I'm trying to say is, time hasn't stopped and there's no escape. Which is relevant because this thing is over in 6 months and I've realized I actually need to start wrapping things up.
No, you're gonna run out of words. I hope you run out of
How
words.
this thing turned out. It would have been nice to have more outside shots. Or different locations. I do spend a lot of time in my house.
You're not the only one, mate. You're fucking not the only one. I need to get out more than I do.
Not as much as this video might imply, but close. I just don't want to bring my camera everywhere or use my terrible phone audio. And I hate filming in front of people.
Understandable.
What else? I could have been more well presented at times. Spoken with more conviction. Written with more purpose. But none of that really matters. I set out to do something, and I did it. Well, I will have in about 8 weeks. One would hope.
Yes, he dies.
Now, it really is time to put my final thoughts together. I mean, it's not that serious. I'm gonna post this on YouTube and then post something else the next week. But here's what I will say. No matter how I end this, I'll most likely be okay with my choice.
Oh my god, wait, did he wrap it up? Oh my god, he wrapped it up nicely. That was really good. Like, yeah, it was kind of a bit rambly, jumping all over the place, but that was a really cool art project. I am glad that this got attention. He's got almost 1 million views here. I hope more people see this. A good representation of life? Yeah, yeah. Spending, you know, too much time inside, wishing you'd done more. Yeah, no, I think that was really good. Yeah, the cube solving was a different video. That was, let's see. Something in here. This one? No, that's an animation video. Something in here. This guy's really cool. I like this guy. Travel the world, Brodie. That's fucking expensive. Then you won't care about being inside all the time. Actually, that's a fair point. Yeah, if you just spend too much time outside, then you'll love being inside. The thing is, I don't mind being inside. 2014 YouTube vibes in that one? Yeah.